you know how you can watch it both on PlayStation Now or whatever, or live on PlayStation, and you can watch it on YouTube. Does it tell you if new people are watching it like through PlayStation?
I don't think it does. No.
Right. Are you still watching my broadcast or no?
No.
Okay, well I have 2 people watching it. No, they didn't. And oh well. I don't care.
I'd rather choose kick. I'd rather choose kick with the coin toss win. All right, advance on the road.
I always kick. I like kicking it.
Yeah, I do too, but I forgot to choose it this time.
Oh my god, he's getting back up. He fell onto his teammate's back, so his body parts didn't technically touch the ground. So he got back up, but luckily he didn't get any extra yards. Wait, third quarter. So hello, Jacoby Brissett have led the Panthers to the playoffs. Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah.
Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs.
But their defense is good.
With that, we'll get you out to a
come on, we should have got that. We got the fumble on Jacoby Brissett. They got the back.
Arrowhead.
Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you as always. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to Chile, but of course sold out Arrowhead Stadium in
They can't
Kansas
handle
City.
this rush. They can't handle this. They can't handle this rush.
Representative in the Super Bowl.
We should just blitz them this whole game because they're not going to be on.
And the Kansas City Chiefs.
What do you mean?
About half my sacks are coverage sacks.
I don't get what that means.
The coverage sack is when you get a sack because everyone that's out
and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you,
It's
but
practically
my
just
butterflies in my
covered,
stomach
so they
we
don't-
have
they
iron
don't
wings
know
in
where
this
to throw
one.
it.
And every
You
guy
get
I've ever
sacked
talked
because
to has all said the
Dallas
same
versus
thing.
Carolina,
This game,
Miami
That's
versus
what
Kansas
my
City.
sack was everyone was practically locked up until last second. The moment that someone actually got
This is the one that's the real challenge.
Good.
yeah, my sack with JJ Watt was because everyone was covered,
Alright,
and
this
last
is gonna be a
second
tough one.
as a guy is getting open, Jacoby Brissett got sacked.
If yours is a
Established the
nighttime
run game
if yours is a
early.
nighttime game,
The winner of this one will represent the AFC in Super Bowl 54. And away we
daytime.
go on EA Sports. This is taken
Or
at
actually,
its
I don't
field.
know because I'm in a dome.
They'll bring it back to
Aren't
just
I?
about
Yeah,
the
I'm in
25,
Dallas. I'm
call
in
it
the
the
dome.
24-yard line.
So I don't-
So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive.
And not from any kind of angle I have. All I know is it's kind of. I guess I'll have to wait till halftime when it does all those camera angles and stuff. You have all those different
or
camera
whenever someone
angles.
calls a timeout, sometimes they do that too.
Yeah, but I don't want to
boys,
waste
here we
time.
go. Coming out on
We
defense.
literally practice.
Alright, boys, we're coming out on defense.
Still not the best start. 0 for 2 with Russell Wilson.
Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
I don't know. I don't know this Bailey. I forgot.
Kansas City offense.
I don't punt often, so I don't even know who this punter is.
But we all know playoff football comes down to playing smart. The game slows down, and it's harder to move it. So you've got to avoid penalties, avoid turnovers, and not let your emotions get the best of you.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Here we go, Miles Garrett.
And let's run through the Dolphins defense.
One of the more underrated yet valuable positions in the
You're
NFL
welcome
is safety. Rashad Jones
for snacks,
epitomizes
by the
what
way.
you're looking for.
You're
The guy
welcome.
can drop down into the box in the run
Dave
game,
Rashad
tackle those
Jones
bigger, stronger running backs.
technically
He can
they
also
have
cover
started
people,
starting
whether it's tight
corner.
ends or
He's
bigger
also
slot
a
guys, and that gives him the
strong
ability to
safety
stay on the
as
field
well.
every down and make big plays.
This defense is eating up. This might end up being a
Cool.
defense
Rifles
game.
one that's
Give me
intercepted.
that.
Picked off by the veteran Antoine.
And he
Bethea.
threw it away,
Now
right?
he's able to get it
That way he
back to
didn't
the
get sacked.
33-yard line.
This is going to be a
Moment
defensive
there.
game.
His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans
Did you
are
get the
thinking
pick?
right now.
Yeah.
I hope there's not negative
No,
thoughts in
they're-
his head
they're
going forward
33.
since that's his first throw of the game. But
Yeah,
one of the things
this
I
is-
remember
running the
about
ball
him
with
coming
Derrick
out of
Henry,
school
boys.
is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Now a first carry.
Who are you?
Oh my God.
Nelson. I juked out
9 yards.
Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
This is most definite. Let's see how our second possession goes. If it goes as bad as the first, I think.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see this keeper continues to play
first play of our second drive.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, nothing but
defense. No, I'm going to decline it.
So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play
right
stands.
up the middle, baby.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down. It's Henry.
Pretty well right there.
Take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
5
Taking
plays.
it in from 7 yards away.
33 yards.
As his guys are able to strike first here.
Come on, we gotta pound this in with.
Things could just
Not.
have
Oh
started
my
any
God,
better
Lindsay's
for them.
hurt
They get
again.
the turnover, the football right
That's
away,
the
able to
third
capitalize
time
on
this
offense for
season.
6.
And we're talking about setting
I'm
a
pretty
tone
sure.
in any game, right?
The first time he got injured, he was out for a few games. The second time, he was only out for a few plays. But still, come
So
on.
that drive
That's the
spanned
third
5
time he's
plays. And
Give me
Derrick Henry able to
that.
finish
Give
it
me
off with a
that. Come on,
touchdown
Singletary.
run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it
go.
off.
Second, Chiefs going for the second possession.
This is taken at his 4.
There we go.
He's up
I
across
should
the
have gotten
25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Medium muscle cramps.
Here we go.
And now here comes
Come
Kansas
on,
City.
stop,
They trail
stop,
early
like,
on in his Super Bowl
I
as
want
they
to say
come up
every
1st and
injury
10.
I'd have to go back and look, but I
Trying
think
to shake off the
Lindsay, all of
interception
his
from the last
injuries
drive.
have been
He'll
like
look to throw.
cramps or sprains or something. It hasn't even been like
Nowhere to
go,
escape,
Adrian
and he
Claiborne
goes
coming
down.
in to
The
sack.
sack coming from
Lamar
Adrian
Jackson.
Claiborne off the edge. After the sack,
But Lindsay needs to stop getting injured before I decide to trade him.
The first carry now for
Because Devin
Tony Pollard.
Singletary's holding up pretty well too.
To the 23.
I think next year, if we do good in the running game next year, I think we could have 2 1,000-yard rushers, 2 1,000-yard rushers. That's how confident I am in our duo of Devin Singletary and Phil Lindsay. If we run well,
Back again.
He goes
Jerry
down.
Tillery this time.
Jerry Tillery.
we
And
only
they're
have
dropping for a
1 sack,
6-yard
and that's
loss, and that will lead to
because
4th
like
down.
they've been throwing
Brandon,
quick
what I remember
passes.
most about playing with guys who knew how to rush
They've
the
been
passer,
running these
they would just tell you, just cover
RPOs
people
now.
Problem is
for me
I
just
forced him
long
into a
enough for
third
me to
and
get
22.
there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Very good return
Having
that
kids, you can run
time.
to
18
18
yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out
All right,
comes the
coming
Miami
back now.
offensive unit now. They get
Yeah,
set
hey,
to
from
take
now
over.
on,
And they'll be looking to
please
make
call
this a
them
2-score
by
advantage. Had the
either
touchdown
their
on their
full
first
name
drive,
or by their
Charles.
last
They
name,
can get up
Cohen
2
and
scores here on the
Hill.
road.
Please,
That's a heck of a
because
start.
And not only have they thought about
I
it,
get
I wonder if they
confused because their
visualized
names
it. I
sound
remember
wrong.
playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be
I
like
used to call
to
him-
be out
I
on the
used to call
road
it
and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did something like that.
I never call him.
Henry out of the pistol.
I
And
just
hard
call him
running's
Hill.
going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Because it also depends on how you
4
decide
yards
this.
on the
Because
pickup
it also
there,
depends
so
on
it'll
how you
leave them
decide
with
to
a third
say
and about
their
4
name.
more for first.
Because like some people actually like emphasize that Tyreek.
Second catch of this
That's how you tell.
First down.
That's how you tell the difference. So
He's such a
people.
good route runner. Shows it there
I don't
on
think I
third
made
down.
one.
Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you at important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a
Jared
first down.
took us one.
A first down
Wow,
carry for him.
that was backward that time.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Oh, I got stuck with my offensive line.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all.
Jared
And now they're looking
this
at third
game.
down here.
Alright, so I have 3 completions. All 3 of my
Sports.
completions are to Jared Cook. We've only thrown 5 passes, 3 completions, and each completion is to Jared Cook. Jared Cook.
What did I get
Intercepted. Picked off at the 22.
Bravo,
His guys will get the
Jared
football
Cook.
back.
It's Jared. We have
Bravo, Correa.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
On the ground, and he went
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start
finally someone who's not Jared Cook.
Which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done.
I'll love the Jared Cook.
Sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Like, all love to Jared Cook, but we can't throw it to Jared Cook every play.
It's
They
Montgomery.
tried to do a drop play, and then like by the time they handed it off, everyone was swarming the running back.
Some of these play calls.
Draw suck. I swear, I will not run a draw play.
Because it's easy to set up in
I
this
will
booth,
never
right,
run a
and
draw
make all
play
the
or
calls
count.
and think I'm
I
gonna
don't
be
like either
correct.
one of them.
But I would like to see them open things up, because
Yeah,
otherwise
that's
this defense is
counter.
going to gang
That's
up
why it
on
was
the
a
run and
counter.
shut them down.
That's what happened.
I don't like a draw or a counter. I don't like either of them.
On third down, Jackson.
Oh, we got this.
Bro, he just barely
They're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's
They
taken
have
down.
no
Lamar Jackson is
offense.
1 for 2.
Gain of 22.
1
I
interception.
think it all came together
They
there
have not
in
thrown
breaking
the
route.
ball.
Drove it with excellent pace.
1 for 2.
Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Okay, I'm playing that.
Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession.
They have a
North of
total
20
of like
yards.
-1
This
yards.
offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson.
Pick that.
He completes it to Tate.
Really
Takes us into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
They finally got positive yards. They finally just got positive yards on some terrible coverage we had.
First half. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23
Yeah, don't you have workouts to do?
Here comes Ryan Tannehill now, leading his offense back out there. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow, you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more
I think we're going to
free
milk
in his
the
play.
clock for this half. We're just going to milk the clock.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen.
Hopefully,
Forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The Dolphins on
they
third
figured
down.
out y'all's
They've been
running
okay,
game.
2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now it's Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Call that one an
I
even
think
60
everything you can just kind of
6-0.
determine, okay, well, that's going to happen.
This is not the time for my dad to be out here.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next
How
drive.
is that cross
The last
body? I hate
possession,
these
guys
play
were able to
action.
tie the game with a touchdown,
play
and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum.
God, you
I know
suck.
they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Focus. focus. You need focus. I get it. It's a gamer thing. It's a gamer thing. I hate when people walk in and it's like, I'm playing a game.
That one good for 26 and a first down.
7-7 in the second quarter.
No, I'm just so competitive. I don't care what I'm playing. I don't want to.
From midfield now, here's Jackson.
I'm in the middle of the tight game.
Over there.
And they'll get him down as he's inside
I hate the play action
animation.
Into
Kansas City first.
You get what I mean?
So here's a first
coverage
and 10
set. Let's go.
38.
Hi, Jacoby Brissett is injured now because he just got destroyed. That was only our second sack.
Incomplete. Physical play.
Let's see who their backup is.
Second down.
They're back. Is that Eli Manning?
From the 38
is that Eli Manning? If they have Eli Manning as their backup, and he gets sacked. The very next play, Sean Lee comes in and sacks Eli.
He hasn't made much of an impact
I wonder
in
who
the
the back.
running game
I wonder who the third.
After that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
We'll return to. Oh, we just have back. Oh, they lost their. They don't have Darnell Savage.
Report coming up shortly. The coach with us,
And
as always.
Jacoby Brissett will be back.
To look ahead to Super Bowl 53.
Oh, you got a jump back.
We'll probably be back for the next
City touchdown. Hayden Hurst, 35 yards, and the Chiefs have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
All right, let's get one more touchdown to this half.
Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays.
I would have wanted 2 o'clock. Come on, I got a chance for a touchdown.
Here for a touchdown. And there's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go.
Okay.
He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
And that is
that he doesn't start fingers. Offensive line, obviously.
just lob it up to Tyreek Hill. That's the thing.
And he's brought down after a very nice game. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
That's an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit more getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
You got to throw it to him.
End zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time.
How?
Second down.
Bro, it just bounces off the plate. Anything. And everything.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
On first and 10, Tannehill. He's going to have the hook up to Izzo. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really nice gain of 25
Imagine if you could put a
yards.
spin on like a kick that would make it hard for like the person to catch it. Like it could roll off their fingers or something.
Tannehill throwing again. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Oh, come on, Humphreys. You gotta keep that block. You gotta keep that block.
After the interception, here's Jackson.
Shut up.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
What?
Second and 12 after
Jackson
the first
just
down pass
dropped
play
that.
went backwards for 2
Nearly
yards.
picked, and that was near.
Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Okay, cool. We get the first down at both. I want to know how that.
They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Dixon, the ball is on as he sends it away.
Yeah, I kind of figured this would be a defensive game.
11 yards
they just
17 seconds return.
And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
We're going to Tyreek Hill.
And we spotlight Derrick Henry now.
One-on-one.
I'm not going to say you completely abandon the passing game, but it would really behoove them to get this running game going more.
That's the identity most teams are seeking. Able to establish themselves, control the game by running it, have to touch it multiple times in order to have success in this game.
As we say, that's right. As we say all the time, that sets up the passing game. I feel like a broken record with that.
You lose.
We could be broken records.
I got it. I got him. Bingo. Tyreek Hill.
Touchdown.
Thank you, Chief, for calling your timeout.
Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. As
Let's
they are
go.
an extra point away now from tying this football game. So they just do get the touchdown in before halftime, and now a PAT time.
So what we're seeing is one team is going to be really excited right now.
I call bullcrap
How
on that
about the other side, though? Will they be deflated, or will they go ahead and gather themselves, regroup at halftime, and come back out because we had an even half?
Yeah, we did. We'll see. Should be a good second half, that's for sure.
Bro. Wilson, why are you so bad right now?
14-14. All right.
And we got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tiny two-play drive that time. This one tied at 14 now as he sends
14 to 7.
I told you, it might be close.
Take it now. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they
Come on, defense, we need to step up because Russell Wilson's having one hell of a game.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room.
We need to fix up our offense. I think I had a few back calls, but like Wilson needs to make some throws, and the receivers need to make some.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rashad Jones. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AF. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it.
Oh boy.
One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Oh my
Dolphins have the lead for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
Why are our guys playing press or whatever? I think they're playing press. I don't know why you would.
I wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Principally, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some changes you might expect. But overall, you like what your game plan showing you.
Kind of working. But, you know, can be better.
Play action. It's Tannehill. And
Whoa,
he's going to be
what was
intercepted
that
a third time. Taylor Rapp with a pick.
That was so stupid.
First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That burst good for 20.
That is inches. That is inches. All right, well, 4th and 1. See, I think.
Now Jackson.
I don't know if I trust them. I feel like they're going to give me that freaking. I think they're going to pull a Giants. They're going to pull a Giants.
Second down.
And
so after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22.
What?
What do you got to do? Just pull a Giant
to throw again.
And the Giants are going to go for a field goal. And then instead, the quarterback took it and ran for a touchdown.
Coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
There's a fake field goal and their backup quarterback, Joshua Dobbs. Remember that? Yeah. I have a feeling they're going to do that.
And they are able to stop him, but he does
they were
take
down
it
by
all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And Jackson
we need to go to the running game because I don't know if it's play calling or decision making, but right now we can't.
Beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
It might even be a mixture.
Able to regain the lead.
Our defense
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even insult the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines.
Our defense is stepping
up.
up.
Absolute production on the field.
Our offense is kind of.
2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
I think it was like the last 2 drives. Our offense has kind of been terrible, but our defense
and he'll get across the 20
putting us
before
in
he's
good position.
At about the
and now we can just kind of we're fixing ahead into the 4th.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Now we head into the 4th. Russell Wilson is 7 for 16. See, that's how bad our passing has been.
This will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called it,
and a lot of my incompletions were just cut. Some of them are bad decision making, other ones were kind of stupid because they were kind of drops or they were tipped.
The pass complete. This one to Danny Amendola. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
Stepping up.
Thrown right side and complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game.
I kind of want to give.
It was evident right there.
I think
it looks like a simple
I'm gonna sub out Phil
Lindsay. You and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna sub
out. What are these animations?
It's Devin Bush.
I can't play this game.
Oh, I feel you. I want to give Singletary some carries. Oh. He's filled in nicely when Lindsay was gone, so let's put him back in. Well, that one failed. We got a yard.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be.
Let's go. They blitzed their safeties on 3rd down, and so I just threw it to Jared Cook, who was running it in for a touchdown, and we were practically at the goal line too. We were at like the 10-yard line. Thank you, Russell Wilson, threat protector. Because then that told us that the safeties were coming down. So what's the score?
0-0.
Why? Did you restart?
Yes, I did.
Why?
Because the animations are stupid.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is a special edition of the AFC Championship game on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the Miami
right of the
Dolphins
linebacker
and
that was like right on the line. He still dropped, he still kicked it, even straight down. And then one of the other linebackers just came up and intercepted it and ran to the house. You can't tell me that that's stupid.
Yeah, that's not kind of stupid.
Sold out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City.
I am one of those people where it's like, I don't care if I lose, but if I lose over something stupid, it's like, nah, we ain't letting that fly. That ain't gonna happen.
So
I've lost
We're doing it again.
I've had games where I lose it because like they'll freaking go right over my defender's head in like overtime. Like it was thrown right to him, it goes right past him, and they catch it for a touchdown. It's like, no, that ain't gonna happen. That's kind of bullcrap. If we lose because of that, then that's stupid because it should never happen.
This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what
at this point we've kind of
get the win. That this is the one that's the real
21-10. We got 3:20 left.
First play at second down. Right,
it's time to just start shooting ball.
Here in the golden take.
Yeah, we put Devin Singletary
because you can use him anywhere in your offense, and he's an excellent kick returner.
10-21.
Loves to play the game, plays with passion.
And I'm letting Philip Lindsay rest because he's had a few injuries this season, so
and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belting before he could get out of the backfield.
He's been playing good this game, but I'm giving him some rest.
Play action.
And Devin Singletary, I want to give him those.
I am going to scream if I get this animation one more time.
So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
It's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Instead of, you know, picking off the ball when they clearly have a chance to, they decide to just deflect it.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run.
Well, that happened to me.
A great return there. Bobbin is leaving his way for 31 yards.
They're trying to strip the ball. They're trying to strip the ball.
With a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Well, you're down by 11.
Derrick Henry. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. The tackle by Terrence Mitchell.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Derrick Henry. And he's going to pull his way forward to the 48. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker. But I don't think he got there. He did not.
Oh, wait, what? Lindsay?
No, I think it's down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Oh,
now a sneak, Tannehill. Yeah, they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
I think in this situation, all you want to do is make sure your guys are set up front. No one jumps, no penalties. Sometimes you don't even call cadence, just go and pick it up.
Yeah, because it's on them, and the quarterback's job's pretty easy.
Okay, this seems to be working better.
Just about inches, just go.
Power inside running is not working, so we're going to do some
up to make the tackle. And a glance now at the Chiefs' defense.
When you play against Carlos Dunlap, you have
we are heading to the Super Bowl. It's an 18-point game. They have a minute 44 left.
The quarterback.
After the pickup
and they have no time.
Here's 2nd and 5.
There is no way they come back.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Got him.
Let's go.
Misses the target, incomplete.
What happens?
Wonder
what happens if you need injury timeout when you have no timeouts. Oh, come on, pick it off, Murphy. Murphy is shutting people
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle.
If I use her, Murphy.
On 4th down, Tannehill. He is going to find Hill
I could go for that.
He's going to get this inside the 30.
Oh, reliable.
18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. So that is twice on the opening drive that they've gone for it on 4th down, and they've converted both.
I don't know if they're using analytics, which might tell them, hey, the more times you go for it on 4th down, the better
you threw it right to him, Von Bell. That's going to seal.
Well, let's face it. Most teams are not going to go for it twice.
Oh my God, I thought I could outrun
in the first quarter of the game. I mean, we might not see it 2 more times all season.
You know what? Let's give Devin Singletary one more touchdown. Let's just rub it in their face.
Throwing on 2nd down. Tannehill. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 9 there.
There's another touchdown for Devin Singletary. One play.
Nearly got him a first, but it did not. And they'll try to convert
never mind.
on 3rd inches. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Wait, you're wasting a lot of time.
Hey, box drop, 5.
That way you can get your game done quicker, or
being chased out left. They've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Jacoby Brissett has 2 picks, one from Murphy, one from Bell.
Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter.
There's another
sack. They go to work on a 1st and goal.
I think it was this
game. Shotgun snap for Tannehill.
Yeah, we have 5 sacks this game.
And it's caught. And inside the 5.
I feel very bad for Jacoby Brissett and Eli Manning. Mainly Jacoby Brissett, because I think
so
4 of them run
and the big man Henry alone in the backfield.
Okay, he dropped it.
Not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. This is
but he's back. He had back
plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. Where do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's
got
to be
right
at them. If you're going to run the football, if you're going to throw it, something quick.
15 seconds. Can we at least get a field goal out of this on our own 30?
Down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only a yard that time. So
494 F flat. Whatever the heck that means.
Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown.
2nd old reliable.
Taking it in from a yard
2nd old reliable.
As his guys are first on the scoreboard here this afternoon. I think that's the dream start right there. The defense stands up on the opening drive, and they go right down the field and score.
It's a positive start.
Oh my God! The fact that he almost caught
when you talk about playoff football, what a great way to get things going.
Everything is magnified and amped up a little bit more,
to put it mildly.
So we couldn't get another touchdown, but let's see if we can kick.
If we can have a lot of drives like that, or we just waste a lot of time.
54-yard field goal, no win.
And that'll carry over the back.
I think there's no win because we're in a dome. By the way, I never figured out if this was a nighttime game.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
I never did figure out
the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3.
We are off to the Super Bowl. Are you though? Most likely not.
Yards, the final tally.
7-0 in the 4th quarter.
So one play and they're already just shy of midfield.
Yeah, but you would have lost. You would have lost.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And Stills bringing it in.
Maybe.
7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
When you call wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning
Look
it into
at these
a runner,
team stats. I want to know what
they actually
total offense. 54 yards.
This time he's able to take it down to the 42.
They had 50
as the drive continues.
We dominated them in everything. Except for possession time. That's because near the end we scored like we scored 50.
He's got it.
Alright, 38-10. Me. 274 yards total offense versus 54. Alright, and then me. I won that. I have 52. Rushing yards, 126, 24.
And that's
Me.
really difficult to do because
Passing yards, 30 to 148. Me. First downs, 4 to 14. Me. Punt return yards, I had 68 to 12. Kick return yards, 20 to 75 yards. Total yards, 430 plays. Like, holy crap. I dominated across the board. I thought this was going to be a defensive game at first, after our first position, but we turned it around offensively.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, it's Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
My friend has had to replay his conference championship. We will be back next time for the Super Bowl.
Here's another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, and he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Back to throw, Tannehill. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. So we come upon halftime in the AFC
Let's save the Super Bowl
game.
for later tonight,
time
or like
for a
tomorrow.
halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line. Let's get back to it.
Okay.
One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. On 3rd down, Henry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't it?
He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Tannehill. They complete it to Hill. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Howard. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Kenny Stills. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
This will be fielded at the 8.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
On first down, it's Tannehill. And he's got his man on the out route.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Looking to throw again on second down. Tannehill, and he completes it to Cohen. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. This is caught, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On the return is Cohen.
Let's go, buddy.
We're back now in KC. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he's got Fitzgerald. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. On 1st down, Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To the air again, Tannehill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Tannehill. And that's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the fourth. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, we're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And now back out comes the offense. And what a pressure spot for both sides, really. But they're at home now. They have the football here in the playoffs, sort of controlling their own destiny.
It's a spot they've all dreamed of. This is where you want to be. Home, have the ball.
He's got him in, complete. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Caught here by Conley. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Chris Conley, 41 yards. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And there's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? And this
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here's Tannehill into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick, and he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Montgomery on the counter. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Tannehill and the Dolphins now down 24-17. 1:51 on the clock. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. He's back to throw.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he finds Fitzgerald. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Jackson. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on.
Jackson to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Myles Garrett. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
And now here comes Kansas City. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's got the hook up with Conley. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. On first down, Pollard. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. From the gun, Jackson. He's got this to his running back, Ty Montgomery. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up 4th down. Well, partner, recent conference championship games that have been needed to decide who goes to the Super Bowl. What do you got?
Well, if you go back to 2015, how about Green Bay at Seattle? And it looks like Green Bay's got this thing. Russell Wilson to Jermaine Kearse. That gets it done. And then go back to 2010. We think Brett Favre with the Vikings has the destiny, but they're in New Orleans. It's the Saints. And they get it done, and in overtime go on to the Super Bowl. And they won that one. They beat the Colts, correct?
Yep. A couple of the more memorable ones for sure. So now here come the Dolphins. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes his legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. You know, Charles, just thinking about it, plenty of recent conference championship games have needed OT to decide who goes to the Super Bowl.
And we go back a little ways, can't we? Go back 2012. Giants in San Francisco. That was an overtime game. The Giants ended up going on to the Super Bowl. How about the one where the Giants went to Green Bay, Lambeau, and beat the magic of that stadium in that freezing, bitterly cold game and got it done there.
Yeah, it was 2008. It was absolutely freezing, and they went on to beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl that year. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. To throw is Tannehill. Completes it to Davis. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Tannehill throwing again. He can run, and now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it, and it's picked up by...